Alright, so replacing images. What we would want to do is go ahead and change these default images, default meaning the ones that just come with the keynote. Anytime we see this pyramid here, it's very easy to change the image. We just touch the plus sign, so you guys can try that. Touch the plus sign here, pulls up your images right off the bat. So I can select, for instance, fat face Mr. Kirk, put him right in here. But something to notice, very cut off. So two ways around this. You can either do a double tap right on that image, 1, 2, and it pulls up my whole image and it still shows what's cut off by the boundaries of the border. This slider down here, kind of where my chin is, I'm moving that back and forth, and that can scale it up or down so that it fits in the border. If you like that look, that's fine. Otherwise, if you don't like the border and you just want to do your own thing, you can touch on this image and just click delete and get rid of it. And I can show you how to do your own thing. So now nothing's there. If you want something added ever into your slide, you want to go up to the plus sign. It's like math. When we want to add, we go to the plus sign. And that pulls up a few options. I'm going to scroll through left to right on these options up top here that I'm trying to make obvious on the screen. So this would be to insert a chart. Next one, insert a graph. We don't want any of those right now. The third option is sort of useful. You can insert some shapes just by simply kind of grabbing one and dragging it over into your presentation, and then you can spin it, move it, do whatever you want with it. I'm going back to that plus sign. Way over the most right option is where we add photos. So you could go ahead and add that same photo that we wanted before. And now I have the option to kind of scale it how I want it by grabbing one of the corners, making it smaller, bigger, doing whatever I want with it. Yeah, I must have eaten something I was allergic to or something. Anytime you want to undo, remember your good friend undo. You're like, whoops, that was not my goal. I don't think I want any of this. You can get back where you started. So these first two slides, I would want you to replace the default image with something of your choosing, whether it's from Google image search or from your camera, that is fine. Down on slide 4, this is our materials slide. You guys last time got a picture of the materials on your way out the door. This would be where you would replace my image with your image. To replace the image, you touch on the one you want to replace, pulls up a few options, none of which we necessarily want. You could always just delete and add a new one, but there is a trick to go up to this paintbrush here, and the middle option, image, down at the bottom you see replace. So I'm going to touch replace, it pulls up my photos, and I can put in the photo that I want right here. So I would like you to change the photo on slide 1 to something of your choosing from Google image search. On slide 2, change it to something of your choosing on Google image search. Can it be just like a picture of your cat? No. Why not?
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant, yes. It needs to be relevant. It needs to be on point, on subject to what we are studying, which is flight, planes, etc. Slide 4, you need that picture of your materials. If you don't have one already, I still have the table set up with all the materials on it. A picture of your final product goes on slide 5. You can grab that when you get into groups. If you have not done so already, you'll have your planes available there. Any questions on what we are doing with the pictures?